This is the number one reason you can't score in FC25, and everything is explained to my client in a one-on-one coaching session. You're about to learn a lot. A couple of things we're going to look at: how you should be more unpredictable in your attack, and the fact that you're way too slow in the release of the ball. And I'm going to explain both. What's happening if we go to, let's say, the 18th minute? If we look at how we're building up, what I'm going to talk about is how slow you are on the ball, and how that then plays into your build-up and the speed of your build-up and the unpredictability. But basically, look at this. We're spending 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds on this player, Griezmann, here. When we actually take a look at this, the pass that you made, okay, was available 3 seconds before you released it. Now, what does that 3 seconds difference do for your opponent? Well, it gives him way more time to adjust and react his defense to your attack. So if we look at this, he then has time to select these defenders, run them up, and press and set himself up to squeeze you out wide. Again, we have our right back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds to release the ball when this pass was available 4 seconds before we released it. Yet, what did we do? We spent 5 seconds on the ball. All that does is give your opponent more time to adjust and react. If you watch a pro player attack, what do? They release the ball every 1 to 2 seconds. Why? It keeps the attacking tempo at a high pace. And the opponent doesn't have time to adjust and react his opponent. And then what happens? When you get into the box, you said to me, you have trouble finishing. A big part that plays into that is the fact that you are too slow in your decision making in terms of getting angles and creating space in the box. And where does this slowness come from? It comes from the tempo that you have ingrained into your build-up speed and your reaction speed from your build-up. So if you have a high tempo attack, your ability to think quickly on your feet and create space quickly in the box is going to improve second to none. So, see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, okay? So what did I say before? I said what's happening is you're building up slowly in the midfield and in your own half. And what is that doing? It's hindering your ability to have quick reflexes and maintain a high tempo when you get into the key area. Okay. You find the pass, bang, it should be an instant pass to here. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, I go into dribble and it's not working then.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is your slow build-up in the midfield is then causing you to be slow in the box. And let me tell you why this is true, because I remember from experience. When I was a pro, I was playing very good players, you know, ranked 3, 4, 10 in the world. Marco, for instance, Footwiz Marco, was playing him. I remember it was a 2-league game. I was very slow. I was trying to prioritize possession. I was very slow with my build-up in the midfield, in my own defense. When I got into the box, I was then slow with my reaction speed. When I got the key pass into the striker, I wasn't quick enough in turning to hit a skill into the space. I wasn't quick enough in turning into releasing the ball. Why? It's because it's natural. It's a natural tendency that happens if you're naturally slow in the midfield. If you're naturally slow in the midfield, your reflexes haven't warmed up to be quick in the box, okay? So what did I have to do? I said to myself, and I watched the game back because it's a 2-leg game, and I said, this is just ridiculous. This is too slow, too lethargic. There's no tempo to the attack. He's reading me every time. He's positioning his defenders every time. So what did I do? I went into the second leg very quick. I'm talking 1-2 passes, and what I was doing was constantly scanning the pitch when I was on the ball. I'm looking not at the ball, I'm looking at the players around me. I'm thinking, there's a player there, turn, bang, hit. Player there, turn, bang, hit. And what I was doing was passing with purpose and high tempo, meaning then, when I got into the box, pass, turn, pass, and my reflexes had adjusted to take those chances when they presented themselves. So if we have a quick build-up in the midfield and in the own half, we have a quick build-up in the box. We have quick reaction speed inside the 18-yard box, and that's what we want. Now, you should be finding this pass here. We don't. It's way too slow, lethargic. Your opponent has way too much time to react to you, okay? But even then, okay, you should be hitting the ball into this here, finding the space, and hitting it with a skill. What you want to do is, I don't want you to focus just on him, and I don't want you to just focus on him. I want you to focus on the space around you in the box. When you take your eyes and you look at the space in the box, this is going to allow you to then hit that space. Okay? Okay, this is the same thing. This is the same thing. You're right now looking at the player on the ball and the defender. I need your peripheral vision. So, I need your main vision to be on the space. That's how you hit the space.
Yeah.
And
for example, a
on
ball roll or
the
something.
attackers around you.
Yeah. Should I do that a ball roll or something, or?
Ball roll, pass it instantly, doesn't matter. You're just too slow.
Okay.
Yeah. Last thing I want to talk about is mixing up your attack. Unpredictability is what I want to talk about. Okay. When you're playing at a high level, what you need to do is constantly think of how you can go against the grain, how you can go against the norm. And this is every touch, every pass, every skill, no matter what you're doing. You need to think about how you can do something different to what the rest of people do. Because we are humans, okay? We have the same tendencies. We all do the same things. And 99% of players, if I mark down 45 minutes, 99% of players ball roll inside and hit the driven pass into the striker here. You need to be the 1%. What does the 1% do? They ball roll in and then they think, how can I be different here? I'm going to ball roll back, hit a speed boost through this space. That's how you could be different. But this is in every situation. I'm not just talking in this situation. For instance, in this situation, when we have the ball with our wing back and we pass back to the centre back, what do 99% of players do when they go from a wing back to a centre back?
They going to cross to the right back?
They're going to cross to the right back. This is what 99% of players do. Now, although this may be the right decision right now to do this, I'm not saying this is bad. This is not my point though. My point is, I want you to constantly think of what you can do to be different. So when you pass back from the wing back to the centre back, maybe we get into this space and then hit a driven pass to the winger. He didn't expect that. Makes sense?
Because I have space there.
So then we go here. You find the pass to the midfielder and the striker is showing here. 99% of players will hit the striker here. But I want you to think of what you can do differently. Maybe you ball roll, hit a driven pass and driven pass out to the wing to hit this space. Maybe you do a driven pass into this striker. Because 99% of players hit this striker. Maybe you hit this striker. And what it's doing is it's constantly making your opponent think on his feet and think, what is he going to do next? I don't know where he's going. But if you do the common thing, if you do what everyone does, your opponent's going to read you every day of the week. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good positioning there. That's what we worked on. Now, what are you going to do that's different? Yep, the bounce back. There it is. Yeah, see, everyone hits the striker, you turn to hit the space. Now you're in here. Good. Hit the line, yep. One more, and bang. That's it.
I was lucky.
Exactly.
I was good a little bit.
You see, like, totally unpredictable. Didn't think you were going by a line, everyone turns back. Didn't think you were going to turn and hit the space. You thought you were going to hit the striker initially. Yeah, see, everyone hits the striker, you turn to hit the space. Now you're in here. Good. Hit the line, yep. One more, and bang. That's it. As you can see, there are various key aspects as to why you cannot attack in FC25. And when I coach, I not only locate the problem of your attack, but I provide an in-depth analysis and an in-depth solution to fix that problem. And that's where I stand out compared to other coaches, which just tell you what you're doing wrong and never provide you a solution. So if you want coaching one-on-one, check it out. The link is down below. I can work one-on-one with you and help you get up into the high divisions in FC25. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then I'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. And lastly, if you do want any pre-gaming fuel or supplement, then head over to atpscience.com, which is the first link in the description, and use the code DylanEtsATP at checkout to get yourself a discount. Not only is it the cheapest way to get supplements, but it helps me out a ton, guys, so thank you.